The inquiry into the Nova Scotia mass shooting has released a partial recording of an RCMP conference call that has been at the center of allegations of political interference into the investigation of the massacre that killed 22 people. CTV's Stephanie Seekos has been reviewing the recordings, and she joins us now in the newsroom. And Stephanie, what do they contain?
Well, Todd, the teleconference was between RCMP Commissioner Brenda Lucki and members of the H Division here in Nova Scotia. It took place shortly after a news conference in 2020 that the RCMP held to update the public on the investigation into the mass shooting. The Mass Casualty Commission released about 24 minutes from that call today. In it, Commissioner Lucki was upset that speaking notes did not mention that the weapons Gabriel Wortman used were semi-automatic and assault style. Here's some of what she had to say.
It was a request that I got from the minister's office, and I shared with the minister that in fact it was going to be in the news release, and it wasn't. And so I feel really, I was very frustrated, very disappointed, and I was feeling quite disrespected by what happened today, and probably some of the stuff that's happened this week.
Commissioner Lucki told the members who were gathered for the call, which included several high-ranking officers, that she didn't expect them to release the make and model numbers of the guns. She also spoke at length about the difficulty she was having receiving information about the investigation, including a timeline, and that it made it difficult for her to keep the Prime Minister and then Public Safety Minister Bill Blair up to date. She spent a considerable amount of time expressing her dissatisfaction with the flow of information.
Does anybody realize what's going on in the world of handguns and guns right now? The fact that they're in the middle of trying to get a legislation going, the fact that that legislation is supposed to actually help police, and the fact that the very little information I asked to be put in speaking notes at around 11:30 this morning is when I started this, which was 3 or more hours before Darren was to speak, could not be accommodated.
Both Lucki and former Public Safety Minister Bill Blair have denied allegations of public interference. Lucki did testify over 2 days in August at the Mass Casualty Commission. The public proceedings wrapped up last month, but now the commission will hold a brief virtual meeting in 1 week to mark additional documents as exhibits, including these recordings. Todd.
Okay, there'll be lots to talk about that. Thank you very much, Stephanie. And Stephanie will have more on this tonight in our late newscast at 11:30.